Welcome to my views on news. Another video for you. Three news stories. First one is from Tigray, where Tigray Regional President Debretsion today extended a message of thanks for Ethiopian PM Abiy. This is the first time that Tigray Regional Government, Tigray Regional President, TPLF leadership is thanking PM Abiy. Secondly, East Amhara Fano seems to be now the target of Ethiopian federal government. A disarmament campaign is going to start, and East Amhara Fano military camp is under siege. Security forces have surrounded this military camp. We have details for you. And thirdly, a journalist from Somalia was deported last week. Jamal Osman was deported from Mogadishu airport. I think he's in the UK. He works for Channel 4 News, which is a British news channel. Today he named the people who are behind his deportation, and he is saying that he will return to Mogadishu, to Somalia, that he is a Somali citizen. Details for you. Firstly, viewers, a top-level Ethiopian federal delegation arrived in Mekelle today. In two previous videos, we covered this development, Speaker of House of Representatives, other ministers like Minister of Justice Ridwan Hussain, National Security Advisor, some members of National Dialogue Commission and others are in Mekelle. The Speaker, Lagasse Chafo, was seen talking to Debretsion, to Getachew. Getachew welcomed this delegation. So far, we are seeing that both sides are showing respect and appreciation for each other. Debretsion Gabriel Mikhail spoke at the gathering and he thanked PM Abiy. He said that he was thankful for the efforts of Ethiopian federal government for their commitment to peace, for their implementation of the peace agreement. And he said that he specially thanked PM Abiy, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, for his commitment to peace. This is a very important development, because that Tigray's top leadership is addressing and thanking PM Abiy, because PM Abiy's name for Tigray's leadership, the name used by Tigray leadership for PM Abiy was genocider. A few months ago, Tigray leadership never addressed PM Abiy Ahmed as PM. Rather, genocider was the word. Now, the two sides have come a long way. They have made progress. Definitely, they're on the right track. PSD on the right track. That is why they are now showing respect for each other. This is what is needed for implementation of this peace deal. If you remember, before the start of war in November 2020, some top-level Ethiopian delegations visited Mekelle, comprising some celebrities, some government officials, some elders, but those delegations were not welcomed the way this delegation is being welcomed. Had these two sides learned from their history, from their internal issues, the war wouldn't have started. But it did, and now they're learning. Hopefully, they have learned the lessons well. But it's a very important development that we could see Debretsion in Addis Ababa in coming days or weeks. Secondly, viewers, Fano is once again coming under crackdown. We know that In March this year, Ethiopian federal government announced unilateral humanitarian ceasefire with Tigray forces, Tigray regional government. Tigray government responded. Fighting came to a close in March. And after that, Ethiopian federal government launched a disarmament campaign. It tried to disarm Amhara Fano militia. Gajam Fano faction was largely disarmed. Gajam-based Fano commander Zaminekasi Masrisha, they fled. Zaminekasi was later arrested a few weeks ago in Bahirdar. Masrisha still missing. Gondar-based Fano fighters, they went missing mostly. Some went to the forest, some were arrested. And only East Amhara Fano faction was allowed to operate under the control of Ethiopian National Defense Force. East Amhara Fano faction was led by Debretsion. And this East Amhara Fano faction fought in the third round of fighting, which started in August and then ended at the start of November, just last month, when the two sides signed a peace deal. Debretsion led his fighters on front lines. He was seen along with fighters close to Vuldia, close to Kobo as well. And they fought on front lines. Now, when Ethiopian government has gained a military victory and TPL is going to disarmed, the federal government and Amhara regional government are going to start, they're starting rather, a disarmament campaign in Amhara region as well. A military camp, a training camp of East Amhara Fano faction is under siege. Security forces of federal and regional have surrounded this camp. They want to disarm Fano fighters. It is being confirmed. The camp is located between Vaja and Kobo. It is close to Raya zone. Here, reportedly, there is ongoing confrontation between East Amhara Fano fighters and government forces. Government forces want to disarm them, but East Amhara Fano fighters resisting. They say that TPLF has not been disarmed so far. So before their disarmament, TPLF must be disarmed. That is very much expected. Government, federal government, Amhara regional government, they will definitely disarm East Amhara Fano. And it is starting to happen. Like we saw that in Gajam, in parts of Gondar, now in Volo, in East Amhara Fano. Government used Fano fighters in the third round of fighting. Now government will not let any group to be armed in any part of Ethiopia. If TPLF can be disarmed, TPLF was armed with tanks, with artillery, with other types of heavy weapons. It means that other groups will also be disarmed through military means, through diplomatic means, through talks. The groups will be disarmed. So hard times ahead for Debretsion, who said, I think 2 days ago, that government wanted to disarm his fighters while TPLF was not being disarmed. The little news story from Somalia, where a journalist was deported last week. Jamal Osman is Channel 4 journalist. Channel 4 is British news channel. Jamal Osman managed to enter Al-Shabaab's stronghold in Jilib, I think, a few months ago. He interviewed Mahad Karate, who is top man of Al-Shabaab, and he compiled a documentary on Al-Shabaab, and he was accused of supportive of Al-Shabaab. Last week, he was deported from Mogadishu airport. I think he's in UK now, and just a few minutes ago, he released a message. He's naming Hassan Sheikh, Hamza Abdi Bare, Mahal Salat, Nisa Chief, and others that they are behind his deportation. In his message, he said that he was a Somali citizen, did not commit any crime. He had a right to return to Mogadishu, to Somalia. If he had done any crime, he should be prosecuted, but he has a right to live, to be in Mogadishu, and he will return to Mogadishu. It means that Jamal Osman is saying that he will return to Mogadishu. What will happen? Will he be allowed to be back in Somalia? And how will he come to Somalia? If government is against him, government deported him. He is naming Hassan Sheikh, President, Prime Minister, and NISA chief, that they are behind his deportation. It means that some efforts could be made behind the scenes. Some tribal elders could be involved. Some foreign diplomats could be involved to secure the return of Jamal Osman from UK to Mogadishu. But he's saying that he will return to Mogadishu, Somalia. Thank you for watching.